Before we start this shout out video, I would like to say we're not doing it in no specific order. We're just calling it as we see it. Shout out to my cousin Shona White. You know I had to shout you out first. Shout out to Marion Martin. Shout out to I'm gonna shout out all my besties. Shout out to Led. Shout out to Malaysia. Shout out to LaDevin. Shout out to Jakeevia. Shout out to Neil Led. Shout out to Wanisha. Shout out to all your little friends. Shout out to Jadaisha. Shout out to Asia Nicole. You know.
You was fooling at the movie.
shout out to AJ Tucker. Shout out to Demetrius. Shout out to Trey Dansby. Shout out to Aunt Tompkins. Shout out to Jasmine, Leading Lady Gilchrist. Shout out to Travis. Shout out to Adriana Gilchrist.
Shout out to Tay Martin. Shout out to Trishwana Davenport. Shout out to Devin Osgood. Shout out to LaQuaisha Bell.
Davin.
Whatever. Dave. Shout out to Aisha Allen. Shout out to Montana Williams.
Shout out to Shanty.
Shout out to Raheem McCoppin. Shout out to Austin A Stone Nasty.
Shout out to Deja. Shout out to Tavares. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Shout out to Shaheen Sturman. Shout out to Brandon Ashford. Wanna be solo dole at the movie. Shout out to Arnez. Shout out to TJ. Abusive nigga. Shout out to, well, you already shout out to LaDevin. Shout out to T Smart Guy. Hers.
Shout out to Persia. Read out. Shout out to Keontae. Shout out to Brienne Wright.
Shout out to Andre Carter. Shout out to Michelle Mills. Shout out to Danielle Alexandra. Shout out to Cordesia Butler.
Did I shout out Mary?
Yeah, you did him first.
Oh.
Shout out to Kim. We respect your shout out earlier. Some people respect. Coco respected. I don't.
Yeah, because you said my name.
Shout out to Austin Burton. Shout out to Quan Finch. You a stranger.
Shout out to Blair.
Shout out to, you see Alexis Copeland already.
Shout out to Kadaya.
We miss you, bitch.
Shout out to Trey Parks.
Shout out to Alexis Loudon. Shout out to Chance Patterson.
Shout out to Markia. Shout out to Jamarcus. Shout out to Country Home Side A. Shout out to Damien. Shout out to Mama Sita Williams. Shout out to Kasha. Shout out to Anna Williams. Shout out to Asia Bull. Shout out to Dorsey. I meant to shout you out right along with Shonda. Shout out to Quan Brown. Shout out to Aunt Conway. Shout out to Little City.
Shout out to Quan. Not Quan.
Shout out to Drika and her newborn baby. She's so beautiful. Shout out to Malik Anderson.
Shout out to Kendrick Elmore. Shout out to Denzel Greer. Shout out to Victoria Thompson.
Shout out to Sophie.
Shout out to Herbie. You didn't do your brother.
Yeah. Shout out to Jamari Longshore.
Shout out to Tate Abney. Shout out to Damo Genesis. Shout out to who ain't do? I think that's everybody.
Shout out to Aisha.
Shout out to Quay Smith. You ain't do teacher.
Shout out to Andre Carter. Shout out to Tiandre. Shout out to Nanisha Nicole, even though you didn't like my status. Shout out to everybody who got a birthday
in January.
February too.
Shout out to Clauston, even though you ain't like the status. Your birthday on the 14th. Shout out to Denzel Greer. We already shout you out, but your birthday tomorrow, so we're gonna do an early birthday shout out for you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh, let me shut up. I'm fooling.
This is on you. Shout out to Kelsey Barr. I want my burger too. You owe me a burger.
Shout out to Raymond Williams.
We already did him. Girl.
Shout out to Aaliyah Rice. If I ain't shout you out.
Y'all, over 100 people liked our statuses. We did one Friday and today. We ain't doing
so we missed you. I'm so sorry, but I'm about to go back to my last post.
We're gonna try to get everybody in this one little thanky majiggy. So if we already said your name, we sorry. Well, I'm not sorry because it ain't mine.
Whatever, Ebony. Don't look at me.
She got on Hollister, I got on Polo.
Don't nobody care about no Hollister.
Daddy.
So all the Hollister freaks, y'all should be ashamed because it's just a name, and I don't care about Hollister. I got my own swag, okay?
We single. We don't like to mingle. No
You
cuffing
stop.
season. No cuffing.
Turn the camera on you.
She stuck on one dude.
Stop. Shut up. You telling Facebook too much now.
Well.
Shout out to Tyree too. You know, I ain't mean to forget
Oh, we
you.
sorry, baby. We love you, our best friend. Who else? Who you shout at? These too many people. Shout out to all these wannabe niggas, groupies, whatever you want to call them. Shout out to Nene. Honey, I hope you went to church this morning. Because I know I did. I kind of was bored. Though.
Where's our shout out, man?
It's at the bottom. Oh, shout out to my Facebook hubby, the Quindon.
Shout out to Embria Dansby.
Shout out to Alea Rice.
Shout out to Bree Whiteman. Shout out to
Cat Will.
I already shouted him out.
Oh, my bad. You did Marquille.
Shout out to Zandria if I ain't shout you out. I'm sorry. Shout out to Adrian Summer. I miss you. It's my baby.
Man.
We just let the music stop. Shout out to Tanisha.
This thing a long shout out.
Shout out to Savage Love.
Brandon. Who was right? He don't even
Shout
know
out to
Greenwood
Nas
High.
Lee.
Shout out to Greenwood High, honey.
Don't nobody want to shout no Greenwood High.
Even though we don't like Greenwood High, shout out to Greenwood High.
Shout out to Mama Sita.
That's that school. Forget Aaron Road, they ass.
Shout out
You
to
might
Kelvin. I love you. It's my little dreadhead. Shout out to Chastity Searles.
Did we do that many?
Shout out to Janaisha Turner, my little cousin.
Shout out to Isaiah Stidham.
Shout out to Jasmine Edwards.
Who did the song? Shout out to Austin Turman.
Shout out to Raven Mims. She go by. Shout out to Leanna. Shout out to Tisa Spencer.
Well, fooling on the bus Friday, boy, she was cussing everybody out. Shout out to Vita, we love you. We already did you though, I think. Shout out to Travis Murray.
But you know,
I think that's it.
we probably about to end the shout out here.
I'm
If we
hungry.
left you out, or if you liked it late, I'm so sorry. I'll make another one probably.
Maybe not. She don't like me.
Next
Shout out
month.
Vita, because we took about 8
But
on.
I got much love and respect for all of y'all who liked it.
We love y'all.
So I love you.
We love all our friends of
We
Greenwood
gotta
High.
end it.
Oh, we gotta do Corey. Hold on, come on, Coco. What Corey? Corey! Shout out to my puppy, y'all. My puppy. Ain't she so pretty? Shout out to Corey. This ugly person.
Dead.
Shout out to Jalen. Jalen. We had to do them last because they ain't that special. But, like, we about to end this. You dropped my dog. We about to end this now. So, basically, we love all y'all.